everybody, welcome to Writer's Italy. Let's talk about books. Here comes here another video and I hope you're learning great. I have been on a hiatus for about a year now and I just came back, saw my mailbox and I'm like, oh, there's a mail, let's check it. And it's of an author whose book I wanted to read. I didn't tell her this and she might know it now. I wanted to read your book for about a month, I guess, and then I saw it. Call it luck or call it whatever you want, but I got it and I'm like, oh my god, I will surely do that. Talked with the author and then we settled on it, and here is the book, and it was a 5-star read. And the happiness I have when I get 5-star reads as review copies. So without wasting time any further, I'm going to show you the book. The book is The Secret Escape to a New Life by Smitha Kulkarni, a story of purpose, passion and miracles. So this is the book, and as I already told you guys, it's a 5-star rating. From my side, to know a bit more about the book, I'm going to read the blurb. The universe has a beautiful plan and a purpose for each of us. However, not all of us are successful in discovering that plan. Such is the story of Samay, a small town boy caught up in a rat race with a depressing past. As a result of social and parental expectation, he loses his zest for life. He travels to a secret location once a month to live the life he had imagined. Nobody knew where he went or what he did. Khushi is a music lover who has lost everything in life except hope. She appears to have deciphered the code to happiness and is thrilled about life and its purpose. Why is her smile so innocent? For witty Ranjit, life is all about being humorous, cheerful, lovable and helpful. He believes that laughter is the magic solution to all human problems. What makes him so content with life? When their paths cross, a series of events occur that persuade Samay to find out the reason for his existence. Is the path difficult? What is the role of passion? Are love and purpose two sides of the same coin? The Secret Escape to a New Life is a modest attempt to answer the questions raised above. It is a heartwarming, inspiring, and soul-healing story. That was the blurb, which basically sums up the whole novel. There are parts you will be surprised and all, but this is a really good blurb which gives the exact idea to the author of what they're going to get in the book. It's both a good and a bad thing, because when you read a book, you want surprises. No one's interested in stories which they've already heard. Okay, like you have that annoying friend now who's like, oh my god, did I tell you this? And they have already told that story 1,000 times, but they're just gonna repeat it, and you're like, okay, say it, I'm listening. And you have to listen to them, but it's not at all interesting. The same thing is the issue with the books who basically everything in the blurb. So that is kinda minus point. And plus point as per it tells the reader clearly what they're gonna get. It depends on the reader what they like. I like a bit of mystery, so it was a minus point, can be a plus point for someone else. So as I have blabbered, I have no idea why I'm blabbering so much in this video. I'm just gonna cut short and read about the author. A girl grown up in a small town near Hampi in Karnataka, Smitha Kulkarni is an engineer by profession and a creative person at heart. During her childhood, she had a hobby of writing poetry, short stories and screenplays, which has now become a habit and is taking the form of books. She is always delighted to see a reader enjoying her book. Connect with Smitha, she always responds, and there are the IDs of the author which I will mention in the description. Check it out from there. Also will be mentioned the link of the book where you can buy it and everything else. So, and now the review. So first of all, the blurb really explained well how Samay, a person who has a traumatic life, traumatic childhood, basically an average Indian working on the footsteps which our parents think are good, but not everybody is successful by a single path. There are different paths for different reasons, and people tend to play safe, but in that process sometimes we just get messed up. That's what happened with Samay. With toxic parents, high expectations and self-doubting, a creative person inside him died day by day, but came a person who lit him with hope. Khushi, as the blurb mentioned, is a very amazing person, and I don't want to give spoilers, but Khushi's story turned in a way which I could not expect at all, and I was like gasping while reading the book. So there are many characters, and the book is catching from the first chapter itself. It's the prologue of Samay being successful, and the spoiler which I shouldn't give, but I just gave. There are many things I liked about this book, but one of the things is the dedication to it. For anyone who has ever cried, smiled, or done both while staring in the mirror, my pen and I are both in love with your soul. That is so nice. That is such a good thing to say to anyone. And then the next thing, like there are two things written. I read the first one. The second one is, you told me your heart is gold, but I disagree. It's melted gold, ready to become an ornament of hope for 1,000,000 souls. Talking about the examples the author gives, they were like so amazing. I'm gonna read one of them. I looked at how the tea leaves inside the tea bag steeped into the water and diffused in it. The water was slowly losing its attributes. Those pieces of training were doing the same with my life, like a slow poison. They were injecting more pain into my veins. Some find it very simple, but it's always the simplest things which moves you the most. Always the simplest things. Okay, overall, I think the book is really amazing. The quotes are on point. I loved the references the authors used, and the quotes are top notch. They're amazing. The storyline is gripping, and the storyline just pulls the reader into it. I was really interested in the book. I finished it in a very short while. And is it recommended? Of course it is. One thing I loved the most about this book was how relatable it was to me. And I have heard a lot of people say, like many of my friends and readers, they're like, we don't relate to Indian stuff much, we don't like Indian authors. Like, why? Why don't you like Indian authors? Like, difference in culture is a thing which breaks relatability. So how can you, like, India is such a diverse country. And I'm not going to that topic, I'll make a separate video for it. Indian authors are so underrated, I cannot express. And this book is a very good example of it. People just look at the book and they see it's an Indian's name and they keep it back. I have seen it with my own eyes and I'm like, why? I'm a person, if I see a book and an Indian author's name is written on it, I will grab it, I will read the blurb. I won't do the same with a book who an international author has written. Relatability, that's what I look for in a book. Guys, that's it for this time. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below which was your favorite part. If you have read this book or another book by this author, share this video with your bookworm friends, subscribe to my channel, and up until then, bye bye.